India has strongly objected to the move by the UK to allow Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi to use the House of Commons as a stage for a Kashmir conference. Pakistan Foreign Minister Qureshi will be in the United Kingdom starting the 4th of February. Reports suggest that the Pakistan Foreign Minister has a packed Kashmir agenda during his visit. He is leading a Pakistan government effort to hold a seminar on the report of the UK all-party parliamentary group on Kashmir. The panel is headed by the British Member of Parliament Chris Leslie. The report, which was brought out last November, is critical of Indian Army's presence in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Qureshi is also expected to join anti-India protest marches in London. The British government, meanwhile, has assured India that Qureshi will not be on an official bilateral visit. Authorities also claim that no formal meetings are scheduled for him with the British government. New Delhi is meanwhile keeping a close watch after Qureshi made an unprecedented phone call to Hurriyat leader Mirwais Omar Farooq. Qureshi invited Mirwais to that conference, which is being held in London. India summoned Pakistan High Commissioner Sohail Mahmood and lodged a strong protest over that telephonic conversation that was initiated by the Pakistan Foreign Minister to the separatist leader.
There are these two faces of the government which are play at the same time. One phase talks about peace, good relations with India, and the other phase takes action which are completely anti-India.
Let's get in further details now from our London Bureau Chief Mandy Clark, who's been closely tracking the developments. Mandy, the very fact that the government says that this will not be an official bilateral visit and that Qureshi has no official engagements with any of the British government officials, but that does not take away from the fact that the UK authorities have allowed such an event to take place at the House of Commons.
Well, it's a strange one, you're right. It looks like it's inaccurate, but in a way, the House of Commons, they have these evenings where you can use the House of Commons, especially when it's foreign dignitaries, to discuss issues. So in one hand, it's very much not official. It's essentially like renting a space. But of course, not only is it the topic he's picked, but who is he has invited. And that's going to alarm a lot of British parliamentarians because it will seem to the wider world that this is something that they're welcoming in their house. So I placed a few calls. There hasn't been a lot of people who are willing to talk about it yet, but they're looking into the issue, whether this is appropriate given who he's invited to these talks.
Right, and several anti-India protest marches that are also scheduled to be organized in London. What is the government at the moment telling you about whether or not permissions will be granted for those?
It has to abide by a certain... If it's purely a hate demonstration, it will not receive permission. So it depends on the order in how this has been crafted to the police. It's the police who decides if the permission has been given. I've spoken to the police. They have not said they have given any permission for an anti-Indian protest. It's not clear how these protests have been crafted when they put the request in. So if it does become a hate march, it will be closed down very quickly. That goes against the laws of the UK, and they don't allow hate marches anywhere. So it depends how they have crafted it to the police to get the permission in the first place.
But at the same time, Mandy, the official version, as you've been telling us, has been that even though Shah Mahmood Qureshi has no official engagements, that event, we assume, will carry on as per the schedule, because there's been no indication whatsoever from the British authorities that they are now mulling over whether or not to go ahead with that event.
That's true. There's no official word that it will be cancelled. When I did speak to one MP off the record, they found it quite alarming who's been invited to the talk. Now, I don't know if that is going to involve them talking to the House of Commons to see whether if it is appropriate or not to use the House if the conversation isn't balanced. Because they do welcome difficult conversations to take place in the House of Commons, but they do want most sides represented, if not all sides, during these kind of after-hours parliamentary all-party debates. Right now, they're not looking to close it. I have spoken to a few people who are looking into it, but the official word is it's continuing. But there are some in Parliament who find it concerning those who he invited to the talk.
All right, we're going to leave it there for the moment. Mandy, thanks very much.